Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. I know we've just been live, but we thought we had to come back to you guys to talk about what just happened straight after our show. This massive Bitcoin candle, which took Bitcoin under $42,000. We're going to talk about what's going on in the market, what may have caused this big dump, and whether or not we should be concerned at all. So quickly, if you are back on the channel, subscribe to our channel, like this content. We're going to do this. You know why we're going to do this? Because you see, Bitboy's just gone live. So what we're trying to do is, if we hit the like button and share this, then people will jump off Bitboy's stream and come to our stream, and then we'll have a big stream, and then we can just talk about what's actually going on right now on the markets. That's exactly what we're doing. Me and my man Sheldino, what's going on?
Yo, how's that candle, buddy? Damn. For all of those new in the last week or two, welcome to crypto, the most craziest market in the world.
Let's quickly take stock of what's going on the market right now. Let's quickly look at all what's going on in the market right now. So this is where we stand at the moment. In the last 24 hours, $3.5 billion of liquidations have happened. In the last hour, 66% of those liquidations happened in the last hour. This is exactly what happened in May. I remind you, this is exactly what happened in the dump in May. Let me just log in and I'll show you the chart here. Let me just submit that, and you guys can see that this is exactly what happened in May, according to CryptoQuant. We had that massive liquidation, and I said to you on the show today that it looked like the leverage was getting back up to May levels. There we go. That was where the leverage was earlier today, and you can see that the last time that the leverage was about this high was in May, when we had that big squeezing out of the leverage, and that's exactly what's happening right now. We're having the squeezing out of the leverage. You can see that this is a panic. If you look at the candle, you can see this is a panic. This is people panicking. When a market goes down from 53,000 earlier this morning to 43,000 right now, you can see that it's a panic. There is speculation on the markets right now that this is because of El Salvador. So El Salvador today announced, or today the law came in, and you can see that there's lots of speculation on Twitter right now that it's not a coincidence that on the day where El Salvador is implementing their new law against what the World Monetary Fund says, and the IMF says, Wolf of Wall Street says, I'm not much for conspiracy theory, but aggressive selling into El Salvador, making Bitcoin legal tender when the World Bank et al. Have expressed discontent about the decision is not purely coincidental. So that's one theory right now, is that this is a manipulated market, almost to teach El Salvador a lesson. The other option is weak hands, leverage hands coming into the market, making too much money too quickly. You've also got Peter Schiff, who says, welcome to Bitcoin, El Salvador. Your national currency just lost over 15% of its purchasing power in just under an hour. Get used to it. Just another perfectly orchestrated pump and dump by the Bitcoin whales. Too bad this time they had to sacrifice an entire nation to pull it off. This reminds me very much of May. Reminds me very much of this leverage liquidation on the 9th and 10th of May. Same levels, and we're going down. Okay, question is, what happens next? Should we be worried? Is there anything to worry about? Generally, I'm not worried about this. I think this is a little bit of an overcorrection. We're shaking out some of the weak hands. We're shaking out some of the over-leveraged hands. And there has been no news at all whatsoever to point to anything, any fundamental market shift. This could be a buying opportunity. We'll talk about how to buy in a second. Plan B. Remember, Plan B said that he expected the market to go down in September. He said that on the 10th of June. He did say that the market would go down. Let me go back all the way to the 10th of June, where he said that he tweets a lot. On the 10th of June, Plan B said that in September, he thinks that the market will actually go down to about 43,500. We thought that because Bitcoin started the month so strong, that there's potentially that's potentially breached. But it seems like he may have actually been right. He may have actually been right. He may have been right that 43,500 brings that little correction in September. Sheldon, what do you think when you're looking at the charts?
Obviously it happened very, very fast. So this is definitely a liquidation hunt. Definitely destroyed. I can't even imagine the numbers. So the thing is, yeah, so, you know, usually what happened the last dump, you see, we had a lot of warning signs where Bitcoin was just getting somewhere and it just wasn't catching the momentum. And you can see this time it's literally just come off one little point, and now all of a sudden we got this massive big sort of red candle. So this, in my opinion, is looking as a sort of liquidation hunt, definitely. The obvious main thing I do want us to do, there's the 200-day moving average. I would love for us to still close above that, to still hold that level. We've been holding it so well. And, you know, what's quite interesting now is you see Bitcoin starting to lose a bit of momentum. And I was having a look at a lot of the alts. And what's still good is, let's see the total 2 here. There we go. You can see that total 2 is still in trend. So even though we had to shoot through, you know, we are still in trend. So I still want to see the total 2 holding 1.16. And obviously looking at the full total, this is the alts that are still holding. We are still. So, you know, we're at very critical levels. But what is a good sign as well is obviously the Bitcoin dominance didn't break trend and completely smash through that. So this is a good sign for us.
So Bitcoin dominance at 42% means people aren't panicking yet, because if they were panicking, they'd all run into a thing. This is an amazing buying opportunity. If you've been looking to buy into Solana ecosystem projects, if you've been looking to buy some alts that got away from you, then you need to start buying. But I want
laddering in. You must ladder. Just buy little bits. Don't just pile in.
You want to ladder in, because with every correction, what happens is you go down, you recover, and then you go down again. That is what usually happens. In fact, I want to show you a few things. Let's quickly go through this. Guys, this is a completely unplanned show. We just thought when the markets are down like this, we need to be here with you guys, show you guys exactly what we're doing. I might even actually put through some buying. So 20th of June, plan B. 20th of June. I'm nearly at 20th of June. Here we go. Okay, 20th of June. There we go. 20th of June, he said, yeah, see, there we go. There's that tweet, that famous tweet that said August will close at 47,000. August closed at exactly 47,000. September will go to 43,000, and then we'll continue an uptrend in October to 63,000. This could all be part of the plan. And right now, we're slightly above that 47,000, that 43,000 level. We're at about 46,615. So very good. I do want to show you guys something.
We've also been talking about, you know, I know it was a while ago, but that 42 never got hit. And we're talking about that 42 for a while previously, and it literally dropped beautifully to that zone. So at least we did bounce on a good area, a good support zone. It's just, you know, now it's going to take time, guys. You must not rush into the market now. You must ladder in. We need the market to calm down. We need it to just calm down, just relax a bit. Don't pile in crazy now. Ladder in. A lot of the alts obviously on really good special. But we just need the market to calm down a bit. Calm down a bit. Let it go a little bit sideways. I'd actually like it to hover between 45, 46 now. Hover a bit and then start. It mustn't go now straight to 49 again, because that's going to be a bull trap. That's going to be trapping you again. Where you think, oh, I should have bought, and you end up buying up again as the market goes up again, and then they just send it down. It happened really, really quick. So usually they did not capture all the liquidity that happened over here. This was very fast. So if it does, it can maybe come slowly back down to the zone and then start recovery again.
Yeah. So I want to show you 2018, the correction. I don't think we're there at all, but I think it's just an interesting way of looking at the markets. If you look at, let me go back to 2018, to the corrections of 2018, 19, March 19. Let me go all the way back to February. Okay, now what you can see is that what you do is you get, okay, this is the daily. So I think the daily would be a bit tricky. Let's quickly go back on the 4-hour chart, and I'll show you guys how corrections actually play out. In fact, you can even see it here in this correction. So what you do is you get a big red candle, and then you get a little relief bounce, but the relief bounce doesn't quite gather momentum, and then you get another bounce down. So this is typically what I would be expecting. I'm going to zoom into this little point over here. You are looking right now, you are looking at this point over here. And we need to, if we look at that, it's exactly the same thing. There was over leveraged. We went all the way down. We recovered. Theoretically, tomorrow could be a green day. What is important is what happens the next day. Do we get another red day or do we get another green day? These are the indicators that we look for in a correction. Don't put in all your money now. Okay, don't put in all your money now because you think things are cheap. Generally, this market will go down exactly like that, where you have a panic red candle. You can see we had exactly the same panic red candle over here. In fact, on this day, the market went from 60,000 to 55,000. The candle went all the way down to 50. So it's a $10,000 move, which is exactly what we saw today. Exactly. And then we went back up. Then tomorrow would be theoretically a green day. And then we would go down again. So that is what you're watching for. Don't put in all your money right now because you think things look cheap. If you manage to catch the bottom of that candle, amazing. But otherwise, wait, chill, wait. There's no rush. Prices aren't going to hop back from where they are now. You've missed the whiplash. You've missed the whiplash bounce. You can see I'm sitting here trying to buy things. I'm trying to buy render on KuCoin, trying to buy render. I have been trying to get some other stuff. There are some other Solana projects that I've been trying to get up to capture now. But slowly, I'm not rushing because I know how this market can mess around with you. It can go down again. Big red candle, we just saw that, liquidated, leverage, liquidations, bang, up again tomorrow, everything feels calm, down again the next day, an engulfing red candle, and then we could be going up and down for a while.
This is the next week. It's going to be like quiet. I wouldn't say quiet, but this is the next week where now the market's going to, it doesn't just happen where it's just going to recover now and Bitcoin's going to be back. This is going to take some time. And remember the two options that we're looking at, we need Bitcoin to hold 200-day moving average, 46. Great. But at any point, if we do start losing that, it is possible that we can come back to these zones. So, this is where you really, and this is why the question came up this morning about when should you ever turn some profits into Bitcoin or these things? This is why. Just take it as another small little lesson. When you're making that money, turn some in. Bitcoin had, if we look at percentage-wise, which is not one of the biggest candles ever had, at an 18% fall. And then we go jump to, let's say, Ethereum as an example. You can see how it fell at 24. So you can see how the alts are the ones that are definitely getting killed more. But looking at all of them, Ethereum came back into trend. Looking at Dot came back into trend. Everything came back into trend. Now, what I'm expecting here is not for immediate bounce. I want this to literally hover here for the next day or two. Relax. And then it will start the recovery and a slow recovery back up. The same way we got the dump. Did you see when we had the big dumps, in May now, when we had the massive dumps, did the market just fall and just go up? It didn't. You needed to calm down and then we can start getting up. The main thing is we're still in trend. Bitcoin's obviously above 200-day and the total to everything is still in trend. So guys, right now, get some good buys in, get some good specials, ladder in. Tomorrow, we're going to then see again how we've progressed. Make sure you're subscribed to Microdose. We're going to go live at any points. And now it's day for day. And we need to see how we start holding. But remember, for Bitcoin, it did hit a very key level. We haven't been here. And we've been talking about the 42, 42, 42, and it hits it perfectly at that zone. So right now, that bounced perfectly on support. So for now, what I do want, though, is if Bitcoin can close in trend, that'll be lovely. But it's going to quiet down. And this is where you really need to now remember the little strategy. I don't know what you think on it as well, Ran, of turning some profits at times into Bitcoin. You have to, but you know what I mean? You have to get into this habit when the market just doesn't stop for a month and money starts becoming very, very easy.
Yeah.
You have to remember that this is going to happen. Guys, there's a lot of leverage. People are coming in. There's a lot of noobs in the system. They're going to manipulate you. They're going to scare the crap out of you to take your money from you. This is the whole point of it. Don't sell the bottoms.
You said this earlier. You said the Bitcoin needs to come back more towards the trend line. I'm now looking at Bitcoin. What would be the level that Bitcoin has to close at to stay above trend?
Basically 48.
48. And we're at 46.5.
Yeah.
46.5.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's look at the altcoin market cap, the total two. Guys, please smash the like button. Let people know that we're live. The only way they're going to know that we're live, because this is not a scheduled show, is if you guys smash the like button. So smash that like button. Let people know. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, subscribe. I see there are 14,000 of you watching, so we did manage to hijack BitBoy's show, which is exactly what we wanted to do.
But you see, guys, so looking at the, previously what's happened, this is why, this happened too fast for me. Usually we sort of slow down and we get to this sort of level, then I know it's danger zone. Do you see how when we spend days here, we just hit, and we're not getting that? We're now all of a sudden, we're slowly creeping up, and there's all of a sudden this quick candle. And this definitely, guys, it's who makes money now? Rand, who actually has enough money to dump the market like this? What's your opinion on who actually has enough money to drop Bitcoin 20%?
I think that this is a coordinated effort by a lot of people who were against what El Salvador did. And you know what the president of El Salvador, the president of El Salvador did? He gave the world a big fuck you in the form of, when the world dumped, he said, I'm buying the dip. So you now have presidents of a country buying the dip. He says, thanks for the dip, IMF. We saved $1 million in printed paper. El Salvador now holds a 550 Bitcoin. So he also acknowledges that this dip is actually coordinated by the IMF. And you know what? If you want to play that game, let me tell you what I think happened. Why did Bitcoin start running mysteriously 1 week before? Why last week? Take me to last week. Take me to last week on Tuesday. Last week, Tuesday.
What date was that? That was the 28th.
A week ago.
Yeah, it was at 46. 46.8.
No reason. The markets 1 week ago, the market starts to run, takes us to 53. All time, or not all time high, but the high. And what do they do? 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m. in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, they dump the market. 9 o'clock in the morning in El Salvador, 10 o'clock in the United States, they dump the market. You know what the president of El Salvador says? He says, fuck you. We're just buying the dip. And the IMF, he says, thank you for the dip, IMF. He knew the IMF was about to pull a fast one on him. And he landed up buying more Bitcoin, and we should do it. And so the way that I see what's going on now is it's us against the traditional system. If the IMF wants to dump Bitcoin, that's cool. We and the whales will continue to buy it. We will buy these dips and we will maintain the price. And that's why when they tried to get the price below 43,000, as they did, we pushed the price straight back up. We pushed the price straight back up we wouldn't let it go very low because we came in and we started to buy it. And that's why when it went all the way down to 42,797, we pushed the price up and we're back now at 47,000, which is actually where we were a week ago. We're just back to 1 week ago. This is not a coincidence, guys. You can say what you like. This is not a coincidence. And the proof that this is not a coincidence is we look at total 2. Total 2 is the market cap excluding Bitcoin. So you take the market cap excluding Bitcoin, and this is what the real crypto holders are holding. They're holding Bitcoin, but they're also holding altcoins. And you can see, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, the market has gone down and the Bitcoin dominance hasn't gone up, which means
that's not a proper bounce. Yeah.
What does that mean? I'll tell you very simply. It means people still have confidence in crypto. Who has confidence in crypto? Crypto hodlers. They have confidence in crypto. So they dump Bitcoin. We say, cool, you can dump Bitcoin as much as you want. We're still confident in Ethereum. This is not the end of NFTs. This is certainly not the end of DeFi, not the end of Solana summer. We still... not the end of Solana summer. In fact, Solana, can I just show you? The reason how I know this is a bunch of bullshit trying to manipulate the price is because Solana is at $168. Bro, Solana is still at $168.
FTM
there we
still
go.
at 1.55. Yeah.
Phantom is still at 155. Okay, now we know what's going on. It's people coming after Bitcoin. They wanted to show a $10,000 wick on the Bitcoin candle. Who would do that? It's so obvious who's doing it. We see you, IMF, we see you. Why didn't you crash the market yesterday? Why today? Oh, because El Salvador is you can fight it. You can, but now we are seeing whether we win or whether the IMF wins. And when a president sits up and says, you know what, thank you, IMF, we're buying the dip, we're going to celebrate Bitcoin Day, we got this. We got
Amazing.
this. And you can see there is no panic in the market. Bitcoin dominance, nothing. Show me the Bitcoin dominance chart here. Nothing. Not even a ball hair. It moved up like nothing.
So we see this one over here was the May drop. That was a big bounce. You know what I mean? Here we obviously haven't broken trend. And I think a big thing what we need to do on this call quick now, Rand, is obviously we got the army that went through the first dip with us. Guys, you know this now. Like Husa, like relax. Do not sell on a 30%, 40% dip. Do not do that. The main thing is Bitcoin's got a job to do now, right? Now, tomorrow, if it doesn't start getting where it needs to, we can start looking at options. Okay, maybe build a cashometer, but you must not panic into the sell and go sell because you're literally going to be selling the bottom. And when you start selling off the bottoms, you know, you're going to start getting trapped. So especially the new guys that are coming in. Do you see what we were saying this morning? Be patient as well. Remember where you're buying in the market. If you're buying a coin that's just done 200%, at some point there's going to be a 40% correction. And that's where you want to be buying. So guys, we have such good specials and opportunities right now. And this is where we come together and we work as a team. Tomorrow, we see where things calm down. Okay, guys, everything's still holding where it needs to. Here's the specials. We buy again. The problem that we had the last week was what do we buy? Because the whole damn market's popped. Everything's just been going hundreds of percents. What do we buy? Now I can look at a whole damn list and say, damn, we can buy 20 coins right now, 30 coins that are absolute specials. Let's just make sure. And now we can start. So we've been through this. So anyone that's new, we've been through this. You're starting to learn. Don't chase the coin that's done 200% just yet. There will be a correction. There will be something. And these are the best days for us. You know, we're sitting here. Firstly, we were shocked. I was sitting watching the show like, damn, this whole thing just turned. But I'm as excited now as possible. I mean, now I know I have new trades now for the next month again. Now I can get new entries again. And I can get new positions again. And this is where we want to be buying. Buy the red, sell the green. And just understand after big dump like this, it needs to calm down a little bit. And then we start laddering in. It's your finances you're working with here. So start working with the system. I see Bitcoin's back at 47.
Bitcoin's back at 47. So going to go close. This was a liquidation support candle. This was a liquidation leverage. You know what? I just looked here. Will Clemente, we spoke to him yesterday on the show. Very, very smart cat. Very, very, very smart guy. In fact, so smart that I had to watch the show like 4 times. And then, okay, maybe I shouldn't have smoked the joint before, but I had to watch the show 4 times to understand exactly what he did. And he says, I'm a simple man. I see a liquidation cascade in a bull market. I buy it. That's exactly what's happening. It's a liquidation cascade in a bull market. So what do we do now? We have to have a strategy. Everything has to have a strategy. Strategy is you look at things that have been hit and have not recovered as quickly. So I'm just looking through my thing. I'm looking through what has been really, really, really hard hit and hasn't recovered. Superfarm, 85 cents. You can start dollar cost averaging into Superfarm. Terra, $5. You can start dollar cost averaging into Terra.
Arweave came down to 40. Guys, Arweave was at 69 a week ago. And in my head, like, where do I buy Arweave? I want to add it to my portfolio. Now I can look and there's actually opportunity to be buying it.
You know what? You want to take a real punt, but very risky. AGLD, which is the money for the loot NFT system. 281. It was at $7 on the weekend. 770. 281. You put a little bit of money into that. A little bit of money. Again, risky, but it could jump. It could double by tomorrow. It could double. Sheldon, do you want to take a bet now? We'll each come with a couple of coins, but we'll bet for eyebrows. We'll shave eyebrows.
Oh my jeez. I can't, no, I can't, my eyebrows too red. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing it with like this. I'm going to be like Fred from now on. This is how I'm going to be doing my shows.
Okay, I'm just looking. Okay, so remember, let's just quickly remind people of the golden rule, because I'm scared that people are going to listen to what we say now and they're going to ape in. You are looking right now at a scenario where you've had a liquidation. Okay. You had a scenario where you've had a liquidation candle. You can see it because the candle is so deep here. It's almost unnatural. When we saw this before, and I'm going to take you again, I'm taking you back there because I have to show you this again. For those of you who tuned in late, or for those of you who weren't such good students at school, we have to show you what happened. Here we go. Here we go. When you get these long red liquidation candles, typically the next day is green, which means tomorrow will be green.
Then we can start making decisions. Exactly.
Then we start making decisions. And you can see that usually there's no violent moves the next day. They're like, the moves are much more calculated. They're not, the violent move has already happened. We've gone through it. The liquidations were destroyed. Let's quickly get an update on the liquidations. So we have in the last hour, no, hold on, this is not right. 3.5 billion. Okay, yes, you see. Okay, so this is interesting. 3.5 billion was wrecked. In the last 4 hours, 2.87 billion. But in the last hour, only 73 million. What does that mean? It means that the trouble's finished. The liquidations are out the market. We have had 333,935 traders being liquidated. There were 1 million that were liquidated the last time. So we're lucky that we weren't as bad. Let's look at the liquidation levels. Last time the liquidation levels were around here, where about 20% of the market was liquidated.
Solana back at 180. Wow.
Yeah, it's finished. There we go. You got to now look for the altcoins. You want to make some quick money. You look for the altcoins that haven't bounced yet. And then it comes down to how much of a degen do you actually want to be and how much risk do you actually want to take. And you don't put in all your money. You put in,
go for it, man. Go for it.
So you got $1,000 on the sideline. You take $350 of the $1,000 now, and you put it into things that haven't yet recovered. That's what I would do.
Would I think about it? Go for it, Ron.
Go, Sheldon.
Think about it. Bitcoin came from 29K, went to 53. It's now come down to 42. Do you understand that this is exactly the part of the sort of cycle? So, like the same thing with you, like we were saying now, Ran. You know, right now, it is going to take a little bit of time to recover from this, and that's good because that now allows us now to make the next sort of decision. This was very fast. Liquidation hunts hit everyone out, and like you're saying now, you know, start looking at the ones that haven't moved yet. Ladder in, definitely ladder in. You got to save some sort of dollars. And right now, and I just want to close it off so we got a good understanding with the market, guys. We want Bitcoin to hold 46. There is a possibility it goes to 42 again, which means all the lows that the coins have just made, it can go there again, and it may not happen tomorrow, but it can happen in the next 3-4 days, exactly as what you showed previously. Here we go. So here was a big dump off here. You can see how then next day is green. So we start making a decision tomorrow. Did Bitcoin hold 48? Did it hold trend?
Stop. Look at this. September 2020. 03 September 2020. After we go from July, August, we went from 9,100 all the way to 12,641. That's 40%. That's a 40% climb, right? How much did Bitcoin climb between July and the end of August? Please, Sheldon, I'm gonna quickly cross over to your chart.
Right, from the top, July.
From July to end of August.
Okay, let's have a look. From July to end of August, 70
No,
something
not,
percent.
yeah, go later in July, like end of July.
Oh,
So
here
we're
we
looking.
go. From this dip over here. Okay. 38%. And I didn't
Okay,
even take it
so
from the bottom. So it's
let
very
me quickly
close.
jump to my chart. Let me quickly jump to my chart.
40%. 40%.
Okay, I'm going to now take you to the end of July, which is about here, and I'm going to. Sorry, let me just draw. I'm using the wrong tool, and I'm going up to the end of August. I've got myself 35%. Okay, now let's look at the dip. We had a dip in September, which went from 11,942 to 9,800, about a 25% dip. Please, Sheldon, how much was this dip today?
So percentage-wise, from top to bottom, 18%, 19% from Bitcoin.
Okay, and then look what happened. Look what happened at the rest of the year. Bounced around for the month of September, as you can see. Bounced around for the month of September, and then bang, bang.
No, it's true, Ryan. We haven't broken any, come on, we've come from 29 to 52, and there's a correction to 42. It's about, do we buy now? Do we this? Do we that? You know, what's the next? We just come through an 85% correction from the alts in this drop in May. We've just come through 85% correction, and you see in the matter of 3 to 4 months, how a lot of the alts got really, really close from recovering, and obviously a lot of them smashed to the all-time highs. So, Ran, that's nice. You know, let's see how it goes now. Let's work as a team for the rest of the week. Let's see how we close tomorrow. And we'll work on a strategy. But we've been through this now. We've been through this lot. If you are new, I know it's scary. I know it's crazy. That's why you've got to be very patient for your buys. Do not FOMO and buy the pumps and all of that. This does happen. And yeah, let's see how it goes, bud.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything that is screaming buy. AGLD, remember Ran told you, AGLD at $2.90. Uncle Ran told you AGLD is very speculative, but it could go up, and it could go up quite a lot. Wow, these prices are moving up so quickly. Oof. Umbrella, UMB, small cap, but this thing can recover very quickly. Let's see. Oh, SFUND, Seedify, 290 can go back to 330, 340 very, very, very quickly. I'm looking to see what else has come down a lot. Luna, 27 for Luna. I mean, there's a good $3-4 in the next 2 days.
$2 exactly.
You said it earlier, and I didn't believe you when you said to me,
literally hit the back on the dollar.
Yeah. Anything else that hasn't yet recovered?
You know what, Ran? I think let's work on a nice list tomorrow with some entries. Let's allow it to settle. New shopping list coming, guys. New things coming again. Finally, we got some specials in the market again, and not everything's just going berserk. It's hard to buy pumps, guys. We need this in the market. This is where we get our buys. This is where we get good entries, and this is when we sit back for the next 3 months and let it ride. But we haven't broken major structure. We're still good. Trading is emotional. Everything's emotional. Relax, remove the emotion, and understand this is a simple job.
Yeah, there's calm back on the markets. You can see the liquidations have returned to normal. I'd love to see this chart that's going to be updated in the next 24 hours, which will give us how much liquidations, how much leverage there is in the market. But I think that leverage is going to start coming down. I would imagine that tomorrow, when we look at this chart, the leverage will be somewhere around here, which is back at the 0.14 level, which I think will be very, very good. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, Sheldon, so I think let's leave it at that for today. Guys, we are on Twitter at CryptoManRan and at Sheldon_Sniper. Sheldon is also updating CoinPanel. If you're not on CoinPanel, there's a description in the link below for the CoinPanel sign up. Sign up on CoinPanel so you can see Sheldon's doing his charts live on CoinPanel. Everything that he does, you will see it live. Every single line that he draws.
And I am going to be updating all the charts now, guys. You know, they've been quiet for a while because the coins have just been going up and up and up. But now we can start looking at where's the good entries, all of that. So CoinPanel is going to be really worth it.
And don't rush, guys. You don't rush. You don't want to be rushing into trades. this market could be choppy for the next few days. You've missed the down up. That's finished. Gone. Now you look for the bargains and you slowly leverage your way into bargains. I'm going to tell you what I'm buying on Twitter. Sheldon's going to update what he's buying on CoinPanel and on Twitter. We will be back on a stream if anything else happens. So until then, stay safe out there. Let's make money. We're here with you. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Whoa, that was great.
We got this, bud. We've been through this already, bro. We got this. Simple. Remain calm. No rushing these times.
I want to show
Whatever
you
this
something.
market brings us, we got it.
I just want to show you something. Just want to show you how screwed you would have been if you actually took the bet with me. If you actually didn't take the...
Let's take some new bets.
Oh my God, Sol to ETH on this dump. You can't even compare. Sheldon, you would have been down bad. Glad you settled.
Yeah, it's good. I'm also glad he settled. I think it was
If ETH does do what it needs to do at some point, like if it does win, like Ran, I think you got to grow a mustache for a month, I won't cut the hair, but you got to grow a mustache. I think that's